Namaste, this is Samta Auntie. In this video, we are going to review 2 adjectives that you learned in class. We are going to review how to say wet and dry in Hindi. Wet is gila, gila, and dry is sukha, sukha. Now listen to that word again for dry, sukha. That's a tricky H word. There is a small H sound right after the K, so you have to kind of combine the 2 sounds together. Sukha. Let's do them again. Wet is gila and dry is sukha. Let's do some practice problems. It's wet outside, but I'm staying nice and dry. What is wet in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Gila. And what is dry? Gila or sukha? Sukha. Once the painting is dry, she can wrap it to give it to the buyer. What is dry in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Sukha. The whole bathroom is wet. What's wet? Gila or sukha? Gila. Only certain animals can live in dry climates. What's dry in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Sukha. Thank goodness I got this new dryer so my clothes will dry faster. What's dry in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Sukha. What's wet in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Gila. And dry? Gila or sukha? Sukha. And I hope when you're saying it out loud, you're enunciating that tricky H, sukha. You can't wash your hands when the mehendi is wet. What's wet in Hindi? Gila or sukha? Gila. Wet sand is best for making sandcastles. What was wet again? Gila or sukha? Gila. The clothes are dry now. What's dry? Gila or sukha? Sukha. Uh-oh, she didn't see the sign for the wet floor. What was wet again? Gila or sukha? Gila. The grass is dry now so we can play. What's dry? Gila or sukha? Sukha. All right, now we're going to take the words away to see if you remember these without seeing the words. The clothes are dry. What's dry in Hindi? Sukha. What was wet in Hindi? Gila. And dry again? Sukha. The whole bathroom's wet. What's wet? Gila. Thank goodness I got this new dryer so my clothes will dry faster. What's dry again? Sukha. The grass is dry now. What was dry one more time? Sukha. Wet sand is the best for making sandcastles. What was wet? Gila. It's wet outside, but I'm staying nice and dry. What's wet in Hindi? Gila. And dry? Sukha. Once the painting is dry, she can wrap it up to give it to the buyer. What was dry in Hindi? Sukha. Uh-oh, she didn't see the sign for the wet floor. What's wet? Gila. Only certain animals can live in dry climates. What's dry again in Hindi? Sukha. You can't wash your hands until the mehendi is dry. So what is wet in Hindi? Gila. And let's review these one more time. Wet is gila and dry, sukha. Great work. Now you know 2 more adjectives in Hindi. Dhanyavad for joining me. I'll see you in class.